Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. This is Martina and welcome to the Blue Boho. This is my latest sweetheart and there is a lot to tell and to show and I hope you will enjoy it. Let's just start. You see, she is colorful, she is blue but not only, and she is very vibrant and has a lot of specialties. So let's just start, and I start with unfolding the bow, and then you have to first look on this very pretty fabric which has been gifted to me by my friend, by my crafty friend Sarah from Canada. And well, we are in contact since some time already, and we already did a swap, and I just can tell that Sarah does the most amazing journals, and I'm going to link her video channel in my description so you can reach out, and please do, it's really worthwhile looking. So have a look to this really pretty fabric. Isn't it amazing? So because of that I did not decorate a lot more, a little bit but not too much. And then let me just take this off. You see the back side, and you also see this really pretty pocket which I have formed, also from a wonderful trim which Sarah gifted to me. Isn't this amazing? I love the blues, I love this red, I love all the colors all together. As I had said, I have not decorated too much, but still I did. Of course, as usual, I have used some ruffles on the edge of the page, and this is a very pretty and very soft cotton fabric which stems from India, and I love the color combination. And if you haven't realized already, also the fabric which I have used to form the bow is an Indian fabric, cotton, very soft, and in terms of color scheme, it perfectly matches, really perfectly matches the wonderful fabric from Sarah. I did some decoration, and you see the sequins over here in a wonderful blue, and I also added 2 feathers, but I did it in a way that they can be removed because they have been attached by this bow, and you can unfold the bow and you can take them off if you don't like them. And also I have attached a little decoration bead over here. So this is the outside of the Blue Boho journal. Well, she is not a small one. Well, in terms of size, I think she has the following dimensions. I have to look at my cheat chart. In centimeters 18.5 times 12.5, and she has a 6 centimeter spine. And when it comes to inches, it's 7 1/4 times 5, and she has a 2.5 inch spine. That's not right. Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so you see, that's her. So let's open her. As I said, she has also only been closed by this bow which I have tied around her. And well, she is well stuffed. She has a lot of goodies inside, and she has also 160 pages. So she's a biggie one, and she's a cute one. So let's go into it. Well, sorry, before. Boho also means feathers, you see, also means peacock. And peacock already also do play a big role in my journals, because almost all of my journals do have a peacock, and you will find some more in this one. So, and we start already with a peacock, and you see it here. Isn't this amazing? I have formed this flip construction over here using this wonderful digital paper showing a pretty peacock, and I have also added this really pretty sequin trim across so that it looks even more royal, regal, opulent, you name it. This can be opened by this thread which has been turned around, and I hope I can do. Yes, I can. And it opens like this. And what you see here is, you see another pretty fabric, and also this fabric has been gifted to me, and this one has been gifted to me by my friend May from Saudi Arabia. And it's so pretty. I love the combination and also the match of this turquoise, and wonderful. And I also found in my stash, I found this pretty trim with this wonderful turquoise rose. I made a pocket out of it. And then I added some goodies into it. So it's a tag showing a boho motif with a butterfly. And also this piece of digital paper, which I have chosen because obviously of the peacock, but also because of this rose, which is exactly matching the rose over here. And on the inside, because I didn't like the white, I have made a little bit of stenciling using this really pretty rose stencil. So let's close this one, and I'm also going to turn this because I don't want this to stand up. So now you see it already, the first look into the interior is very opulent. You see this really pretty digital paper. I have added 2 layers of lace, this turquoise, teal blue one, and this red one, which are wonderful colors. And when you turn it, you see something which I have used for the first time in my journal. And this is what is being called a Franken paper. And I show you the Franken paper, how it does look before it has been glued down. So, because it really makes a lot of fun to do it. Franken paper has the name from, I think, Frankenstein. You know, this guy which has been put together by different parts of human bodies. Don't go into any detail. And you can do the same with different pieces of paper. And I've used old paper from different old books. All of them have different, most of them have different typing, different colors. And what I did is I glued it on some background paper. Then I've sewn around it with some fancy stitching. I made some stenciling with modeling paste. And finally I added some color pigments. And this is what comes out, and it has a wonderful haptic. And I have used it in several places in this journal. And this is another one which I did. Isn't it amazing? So, and I have not yet cut the threads, as you can see. So, yeah, that's it. Also nice from the back side. Okay, so I have used the Franken paper here to cover the inside of the first signature. In total, we have 5 signatures in this journal. So, as I say, it's a bulky one. It has an alligator mouse, but that's how I do my journal. Then the second page, or the next page, is this really pretty Khodi paper from India, which is thick, which has this absolutely gorgeous motif. It has some gold elements here as well, and I love it. And when you turn the page, then you see this is a peacock feather, not a real one, obviously, but one with sequins, because sequins also are in this journal, as you have seen. And this is the first of many peacock-related journaling cards. And this is a kind of a pin. I put this aside. We have many boho elements, boho designs in this journal, and like this wonderful lady, and she can be flipped up. And behind it you see another pretty design paper, and I have glued this flip with a pretty Indian fabric in these nice colors. And inside there are 2 tiny journaling cards, tags, you name it. And the inside of this flip is my hand-dyed paper, which I use which I like to use so often. Okay, and here what you see is 2 hidden pockets. Well, this is another, let's say, hobby of mine, to have hidden pockets in journals, because I think it's so cute if you can hide something, or if there is something which you did not expect. And here there are 2 smaller journaling cards in this really, really pretty boho design. Another little trim over here. You turn it, there is another peacock pocket, and inside there is an Indian motif. On the opposite side you see some coffee dyed trim in pretty turquoise, which is glued on some coffee dyed paper. On the opposite side you see a side pocket, and in this side pocket you see an old collector's card, which stems from company Liebig, and Liebig made some, I think, meat extracts, and they had been founded in 1865, and this is about a blue flower, and the blue flower actually is called le bleu bleuet. Well, this is in French. So, opposite side, 2 journaling cards sitting in a pocket made out of wallpaper with a little trim, stenciling, peacock feather, paper, peacock on the back side, some nice trim over here, side pocket with a journaling card showing roses, decorated with some pretty trim, and the center spot I made some stenciling on this blue paper. Didn't do anything further because I thought this stands for itself, and I wanted to have some, let's say, more plain pages in it, because it's first of all already quite full, and second, I think, as I say, you might want to use this journal for writing. You could, if you wish to, especially if you take out all of these or most of these more than 60 elements of ephemera, then you have enough room, and then it's easier to write. And here what I did is I have this wonderful sunflower design paper, and I have added this yellow trim, yellow lace to decorate further, and inside, in a wonderful fitting matching color scheme, 2 journaling cards. So this is the back side, this is the peacock page, this is coffee dyed paper, stenciled here, coffee dyed paper, nothing. Then you see here, this is a belly band. You can turn this, take this out. You see this wonderful journaling card. Usually all of my journaling cards, or most of them, are sewn around, and they are backed with mainly packaging paper. You see this is the page, and you can flip it, and then you have also some more decoration, which I have made a stamp on an old book paper, glued it on, and I think it looks really perfect. It looks really nice. And what I also like is the colors here. This red and this red, they go so well together. So, on the opposite side, what you find here is one of my self-created tags, and this is a collaging technique, and I did some stamping, I did some gluing. I have burlap here, old lace, and a fairy. And it has a nice touch. And it sits in this pocket, which I have formed from this wonderful transparent fabric. And it sits on this design paper. And here another look on this Franken paper. Isn't this nice? And when you touch it, it has this nice touch. I think this is part of the joy of having or owning or making a junk or joy journal. Also the touch and the haptic, and this is also nice. So, now let's see what I did here is, this is a collage from different sari material. Different, it's silk, it's brocade, it's cotton, different ones sewn together, decorated with some trim. And from the back side I have also sewn on some fabric, some Indian fabric, and this forms a pocket. And in this pocket, what I did here is I added just a little booklet with some of my hand-dyed paper, just a little goodie, gimmick, whatever you want to say to it. It stays here or it can be taken away. It's quite bulky, so whatever you want to do. Having said that, this journal obviously is available in my Etsy shop, so if you want to have a look, please feel free. We are now at the signature number 2, and it starts with this really, really pretty bird. And I have decorated the edge with the same cotton fabric which I have used to close the journal. It's so pretty. When you turn it, then you see the inside is decorated with some nice design paper, a digital paper. Here I have made a pocket from a sari trim, and inside I have added this, you can call it journaling card, but in the end it's a label from a wine bottle, from a red wine bottle, which has this really wonderful ornaments, and I've glued on this pretty lady, and she lives here because her dress matches perfectly the colors of this sari pocket. So this red and this green, wonderful. On the opposite side, you see, guess what? Another peacock. And this peacock also has been decorated with this pretty lace, very, very light lace in a more light blue. You can turn this, and then you see I have formed a pocket here with some transparent fabric. The backside has been stenciled, and inside there is another peacock journal. So let's try to put it back. On the right hand side, this is vellum, and the vellum comes in a wonderful flowery motif, really pretty, also blue and yellow, because you might have realized already I do also use other colors than blue. I have yellow, I have red, so it's a really, really vibrant journal. Here I did some sewing, and having talked about vibrant journal, you see this is made from gift wrapping paper, because I love these colors, I love the vibrance. I've just sewn it together, it forms a pocket, and there is nothing inside, because as I say, it's already quite full and you can do whatever you want to do with it. On the opposite side, this is one of my self-dyed paper with coffee and color speckles. This is stenciled paper, coffee stenciled paper, and here I have added some tulle. Of course, and this is something which you will find on various places in this journal. There is a lot of fraying, so the cotton frays, this frays, there are many fabrics which do fray, but I think that's part of the game, at least in my taste. So when you turn this, then you see this really, really pretty blue trim over here, which I have glued on in order to cover the sewing. And then you see another peacock, but you can turn it like this. Then you see the wonderful butterfly and this really pretty, colorful design paper. And this is also a pocket, and in this pocket there is another little peacock. Yeah, peacocks everywhere. Here, this is this really pretty trim, which I have formed into ruffles. I love this blue, I love this combination. And when you turn it like this, then you are in a blue, but still a little bit different color scheme. It's more muted, and therefore I have used this more muted journaling card to sit in this side pocket. And on the opposite side, this stems from a sari border in silk, and it's so fine and it's so nice, and it just forms a flip. Why doesn't it go back? It forms a flip and there is nothing behind it, so it's just a hidden space, if you want to say like that. Then you can turn this. You see some stenciling, you see some lace, you wonder what it is all about, and you can open it like this. In the center spot you find design paper or digital paper showing a carpet. And I have added these brown lace in order to match the colors. So, and here I also did some stenciling, and very often also in this case I use several colors when I do stenciling, because I think this gives it another body, another more elegance, if you want to say. So, flipping the page, you see on the right side, you see this really, really pretty turquoise design paper and this wonderful Victorian motif, which I like to use. And I used it here because obviously of this turquoise, which nicely matches this paper here. And this one is vellum. You can turn this, you can flip it up. Here I have used some washi tape, which I still have to glue it further. And this comes in a kind of a shimmer. And behind the vellum, you see I did some, with modeling paste, some stenciling, and the vellum is there to protect this one. So, this is another pocket, and in this pocket you find a typical boho design element, namely this is a dream catcher. You know, these dream catchers are there to catch nightmares or bad dreams. So it's, I think, maybe I'm wrong, but you can tell me. And therefore I thought it's always good to have it. On the opposite side you find this pocket, and this pocket is the same material which I have used to form this little booklet. And it's also gift wrapping paper, obviously, or astonishingly. And inside I have put two nice pieces of paper for journaling or for collecting or whatsoever. Hand-dyed paper, sewn paper. This is this really pretty vellum, and this was number 2. And this is the back side of this pocket, which I have formed from this fabric collage, and this is empty, but you can use it in any way you want. And it sits here, and it's very fine. Also, the signature number 3 has a kind of a wrap around it, and this comes from wallpaper. You know, or you might know, I love to use wallpaper, and also in this journal I have used some wallpaper elements, and I love this design so much, and it has this bohemian vibe. Here I've added some trim, some nice trim. It's also a gift for my friend Tracy, and it's so nice. I think the colors go so well together. This one is also decorated with some Indian cotton. This is some boho pattern, and when you open it like this, what you find here is the inside has been decorated with wallpaper, and this is so pretty. And here I formed a pocket from wallpaper, and inside there is a boho tag. Turquoise paper on the opposite side with this pretty coffee dyed trim. A little tuck, and in this little tuck there are 2 mini journaling cards, very tiny, butterfly and peacock. Those of you who have seen some of my journals will probably recognize this paper, because this paper has not been done by me, but it has been done by May. She does the most amazing coffee stenciled paper you can think of, and lucky me, I have been given some of them. So pretty. On the next page, a little pocket with 2 journaling cards, also decorated with pretty Indian cotton. Here in this side pocket I have added a little piece of gift wrapping paper. It's so pretty, and I love these feathers, and they are of course in tune with the bohemian boho theme of this journal. Paper bag, coffee dyed, color dyed, inside a journaling card. Some special paper over here which nicely matches the colors. You can turn, then you have this pretty trim. And on the opposite side, and we are now at the center spot of number 3, you see another peacock. When you flip it like this, then you see a wonderful decoration. This could be, it's not, but it could be the decoration of a ceiling. Very pretty. I love these blues, and I love all the design. And here I have also decorated the thread with which I have used to sew in the journaling pages. I have decorated it with one of my paper beads. And when you turn it like this, you see also I did the stenciling. Then you see a belly band, another peacock. You can take it out obviously, and you see this is also very pretty design. Very Indian, very bohemian. I love it. And I've also added some gold wax around it in order to give it another more precious look. And this one can be flipped up. And this is also stenciled with some special paper I've used. Here, this is the back side of the paper bag, and inside there is another little peacock. Belly band formed from some cotton lace, and this is another bohemian design journaling card. This is just to flip up. And this one here, I have used the Franken paper again, a little piece of it, because I thought it it gives a little bit more interest than just seeing the white from this part where I've glued it on. And it's also nice to touch, as I said. Here I've added some turquoise lace, and this is the view, and therefore I haven't done anything on it. This is the view on the opposite side of the wallpaper which I have used to decorate the inside of the third signature. Isn't this gorgeous? So, this is the flip which you have seen, and there is a pocket or belly band, and inside there is some oriental design. You can turn it like this. Number 4. And number 4 starts with a decoration, double lace, turquoise, and this fine lace on a wonderful butterfly digital paper. And I have decorated the inside with stenciled paper, which I did, and it says merveilleux, wonderful, and I think it's, I think it's nice. And what you see here is a very busy and very wild page. And you see it's very flowery, and it's very blue, and it has pink, but what you don't see yet is, and I show you, you can take this off and you see it goes on. All the color, the world of colors just go on, and I've attached this little journaling card with this flower bouquet because I thought it nicely matches the colors. But you can put in anything you want, and the other thing is, also here is a little pocket. You could also do it like this. So I do it like that because I think this fits better. You can turn this. Very, very sweet, and unfortunately the last piece of it, very sweet trim with these little flowers. Also here this is Indian trim, and it sits on Indian paper. When you turn it, you have another of these hidden pockets with a boho motif. Another Indian fabric, just to flip up because I love the colors. I love it, and it sits so nice on this really, really green, still coffee dyed, but very green piece of paper. When you turn it, then there is another pretty design paper, and it shows poppies, and therefore I have added this journaling card over here because the colors are just perfect. This is also stenciled paper, coffee stenciled by me. This is some Nepalese paper, which I just added because I love the color, and I love this, how it turns into this next page, and it has a nice touch. This is tracing paper or vellum paper, which I have coffee dyed, and therefore it crinkles and it has this nice sound. This is also obviously paper which I have colored using some brushes and using some gold pigments. Just some lace over here. Washi tape on both sides. When you turn it, then you see this wonderful butterfly. And I love this gold, and I love the washi tape, which nicely matches the, let's say, the atmosphere of this butterfly. So there is another, you may find some of these clips. Another tag with a wonderful flower, and it sits here. And you have another stenciled page, coffee stenciled page. End of number 4. We go right into number 5, and what you see here, I think this is the perfect match of this ruffled Indian cotton with this digital paper. The colors are so well in tune. Love it. I have used some dictionary paper from an old Latin-German dictionary from 18-something, and I've used parts of this Franken paper to form a side pocket, and inside the side pocket there are some, let's say, old roses, vintage roses. Some pretty, I think it's rice paper gift wrapping paper, very nice, also from the touch, and I've added further lace on top of it in order to give it another vibe. Turning it, then you see a rose garden, you see roses here, you see perfume fleur, and you see 2 rose journaling cards. decorated with these light lace. On the opposite side, or on the next page, it gets blue, blue again, and you have a peacock and you have this pretty journaling card. As I said, about 60 or so pieces of ephemera altogether. This is again the paper which I have coffee dyed and color dyed, and also this gold, I think I like it. Also here I have used some of these paper. Coffee stenciled, Indian trim. Oh, would have to cut this. And then we have this fabric, transparent fabric pocket. I have to cut this again. This is eco-dyed paper. I don't do this that often, but this one turned out very nice, I think. You can really see the pattern of the leaves. This is also again wallpaper, which I have embossed, and I love the color. I think it's very nice. And here you have another boho journaling card, and I have glued on another peacock design element sitting in this small side pocket. Also this one has been decorated with some lace. And from the opposite side, and we are at the center spot, I made some heavy stenciling. I love the colors. I love this turquoise and I love this brown. I've added for decoration purposes this stamp which I stamped on old book paper, and this is a Franken paper pocket, journaling cards inside. This is again the wallpaper, this is the eco-dyed paper, this is another Franken pocket with a journaling card, self-dyed paper, this one. Here you see another small pocket, another small page, a blue flower, because it's a blue, boho blue, the blue boho, a little postcard. This is the Latin German dictionary. This is the end. This is a belly band. You see a wonderful, wonderful blue belly band. What you also see is that I have used to decorate the inside, or to attach the signatures. I have used the same fabric as I have used to close the journal. And this wonderful belly band here is in this peacock blue, and it perfectly matches this blue butterfly. I have shown you in the beginning, I have shown you the pocket which is on this journal, and I can show you what is inside this pocket. You see it's so full that it opens like this. I show you what's inside this pocket. First of all, this journaling card, which I have further decorated with this really, really amazing trim with these little beads, and it has these blue colors and the yellow colors, and it looks so nice over here. Look at this. And then I have also formed an envelope, expandable envelope, which I have decorated with the sequins and this ruffled trim. I formed it from this packaging paper, and I've backed it with some old paper. And inside you find another blue journaling card. And this was the Blue Boho. I hope you liked it. I hope you liked this journal. And if you did, as you know, thumbs up, comment, subscribe, anything you want to do, I will love it. Thank you so much for staying maybe until the end, and see you soon. Bye bye. This was Martina.